Hello everyone, welcome to another WPAT class. Today we're going to be talking about the AutoChartist, and I'm very sure everybody watched the video we had last week when we explained a little bit on how to use the interface. So right now we're going to be jumping a little bit more hands-on on the how to use this to our benefits. But before we can move on, just remember that Forex and derivatives are traded in margin, and this carries a significant amount of risk. We will be trading a little bit today, but this is being done on a demo account and it should only be taken as educational purpose. Before you do any kind of trade, it's actually best that you do the analysis yourself, so then you know what you're getting into, right? That's the most important thing. So jumping right into the action, we do have the AutoChartist open here. I did a filter to show all the Forex analysis right away, and this is what we have. By the time I'm recording this video, this analysis, this on 8:15, we're on the server time. So you see that we're around 11 minutes late for this last batch of the strategy. So like I mentioned before, the most important thing is that you should not take this as a signal. They are not a signal. They are analysis that's made by the AutoChartist to present it to us. So how accurate it is, it will depend a lot on how you're trading. Like maybe they will profit a little bit and then will go against you, or maybe it will go first against you and then will turn out to start profiting. So the way you actually trade will influence this a lot. So just for the sake of making the video a little bit shorter, just we'll imagine that we did our own strategy, and let's just take this USD/JPY, right? So let's say we did our own strategy and it's actually being matched. Let's say we have like an engulfing here at the top. It's a little bit small, but let me show on the MT4. Let me just go back to make sure I'm on the right pair. USD/JPY. And then it's on the, which time frame is this? M15. So let's put on the M15. So then let me zoom in, and then let's say that this part here, where is my mouse, we see that that's an engulfing. There's a second candle confirming. So then we see, let's for this moment pretend that our strategy actually matches what we're seeing here on the AutoChartist. So then we're gonna enter on the cell like they have it here. Right, so then let me just change it to 0.01, right? Just make it the smallest available lot, so then our risk is also reduced. I cannot type it for some reason. Oh, yeah, done. So then we're gonna enter on the cell here. Now let me go back to the AutoChartist. It doesn't have a forecast price because it's a not channel. So let's make something between this 113.59 and 113.54, just for the sake of this analysis, and we don't drag on the video. So I'm gonna click and drag so I have the price at the right side. 1354. It's actually very way down. I'll need to move my zoom. 547. Yeah, I'll just leave it at just for so we can move on the analysis here. Let me just zoom out so we can see it better. Done. So then now we have our take profit, right? So but then we don't have a limit on how much I'm willing to lose on this order. So then, and then if you check on the AutoChartist itself, it doesn't have yeah, of course we on this channel, of course we could use the top channel as our stop loss. But then I want to spark a discussion here, and if you do have your opinion, please share on the comments below, because the forex market is really divided on two strong sides of the stop loss. One of them saying you don't need a stop loss because there's no such thing as a unique price in forex. As long as you have enough margin to hold, then this order will come back eventually to your favor. So just hold everything until you're profiting, and then everything is fine. And then the second side will be that you need to set up the limit for your losses. Otherwise, the market can go a lot against you before coming back, and then if you don't have enough margin, then you will be basically you'll be terminated on your order. There is no right answer for this. Oh, actually there is, right? The like we always say is, if you're right, you're making money. If you're wrong, you're losing money. So the first stop loss method that we can use is just simply not having the stop loss, right? We just leave the order here, and then eventually we'll see, we'll keep accompanying it, and eventually we'll reach our TP. We don't know how long it will take. Another idea is to use the trailing stop. So if you right click your order and go for the trailing stop, what would if I choose, let's say 50 points here, what will happen is that if these orders start profiting more than 50 points, the platform will create a stop loss for me, which is 50 points less than the 50 points less profits than what I have right now. So meaning that what will happen is that, let me just do like a stop loss. Let's say I have a stop loss here, right? So as my price keeps profiting and going down, my stop loss will keep going down with the price. So if the price bounces back and touch my stop loss, I can guarantee the profits I made until that point. So this is a tool that it can be used to secure the profit, especially if the market is moving strongly in one single direction, right? And then when the market starts to bounce back, then will automatically close for you. You can also set a custom one, so you can, depending on how big do you want the this rebound to be, right? Because then it's sparking another discussion, which is if you do have a stop loss that's too short, then you cannot. If the market has just, like, let's say on this candle here, right, just a little bit bouncing and then go back to going down, this order would be closed if your stop loss is too small, your trading stop is too small. But then if your stop loss is too big, then if the market go back and hit your stop loss, you're losing a lot of the potential profits you could have made if you had closed it on the lowest point, right? So then again, it's a good discussion. If you guys are interested on us going deeper on these topics, comment below and we can have a video like getting deeper on this. So moving on, we have another style of stop loss, which is to use support and resistances. So for example, if I just drag down to my point here, or even if, let's say, I go to the hourly chart, I can maybe put here, because it's touching on these two candles here. We had this candle, the wick almost touched it. So then on the short term here, then this is a strong support. We can do a resistance, right? The resistance is above, support is below. So here we can put it like here as well, because it's where it touched on the 21st of January, right? And we can go like higher time frames and check. So basically, if you're a big fan of the support and resistance, then it's something that you can use on to have the stop loss for your analysis. So then I'm just gonna leave this here, and let me go back to AutoChartist, which is the goal of the video, and then let's go for another one. This is an ABC analysis. Is basically checking the rebound, right? The market grows, and then there's a little bit of rebound. It means that if the rebound is above is above the point where it started, which is our case, the C is above the A, then most likely the market will grow more than the previous stop, which is the B. So that's the analysis we have here. And then we do have the targets here. I believe it's based on the Fibonacci. It's not telling us, but I believe it is on the Fibonacci because of the levels we have here. So then this is let me check again, Euro CAD on M15, and again we're just gonna assume that this is an analysis that we did, we agree. Let's say we're checking here, there's an engulfing, right? The candle here is bigger than the previous one, so then we're gonna go together with them and close it here, and believe that this will be actually very interesting, right? They will wait the point to reach the highest here before selling, right? Is not considering as a buy. So just for the sake of the analysis, let's say it's already there. I'm just gonna place the sell so we can move on to the just setting up the take profit and the stop loss. I'm gonna use the nothing much. I cannot use this first one because it's above my current price, I believe. So then I'm gonna use this lowest one just so we can have the number, right? But then again, if you're analyzing this with your own AutoChartist, the right thing to do right here would be to wait the price hit the 1.4296, right? Which it didn't reach 1.4296. So then it's more or less like here. I'll draw a line so you guys can visually see more or less on it. 94296. Yeah, it'll be here. So then we would have to wait the price goes up until the way here, and then here is where we would place the sell, right? Just so you guys can visually understand. But for the sake of our recording right now, then we'll use this one. Then I'm just going to use this lowest point here as the take profit, 1.4177. So then I'm just going to click 2 times here. We'll go on the modify this order. It's not going to let me type. So 1.4177. And then we have our take profit. So already spoke about not having the stop loss. We already spoke about having the trailing, which trailing is something you can use even if you don't, if you have or if you don't have a stop loss. The trailing stop is something that's interesting for you to consider. We also talk about the support and resistances, which is what we have here on the USD JPY, right? Touching this resistance here. And then now we're going to talk about the financial stop loss. So what is a financial stop loss? It's when you determine how much you're willing to risk per order. So right now this account has $1,000 US. So let's say I want to risk 1%. 1% of this will be $10. Or if I want to risk 3%, let's go with 3%, right? So then what I'm willing to risk is $30. So if you see here on when I'm moving the mouse right here where I am, it's gonna have a minus $3, right? So this will be how much would I be losing if my stop loss touched this point. So then I'm just gonna be close enough of the 30. Yeah, so here. So then if I mouse over, you're gonna see profit minus 30.04. It's not that that's my current profit, is if the price goes and touch this stop loss and I end up losing, then I'm losing this $30 US. So then that's my 3% risk on this order. And you see that's super far away from my current price. That's because there's more or less like an average of the market where people will trade and again, it's just an average. Doesn't mean you have to do this, but in average, people trade 0.01 lots for every $100. So then for 1,000 account, we should be trading with 0.10 to have the same proportion. So then if we had 0.1, then it would be more or less like here. Wait, will be more or less here for the risk of the 3%, which you'll see like visually is a little bit closer than what is our price, our take profit as well. So this is the way of setting, right? Just click and drag, and you're gonna see here where is my mouse, the minus how much USD you're willing to risk on the order. So now let's go for another analysis. This just show up, so let's check them. Do I have one that's more not a channel? Okay, this one is support and resistance. So this one is pretty straightforward. It's the price. They believe the price will keep going up until it touches this resistance at the top. So this is the USD NOK. I don't think it's a good one because it's not, doesn't have it's an exotic pair, doesn't have enough liquidity. So let's check. Okay, this AUD USD, which is a pair of more liquidity. So let's go to the AUD USD. That will be a sell. And again, let's pretend that we did our analysis, and they just corroborate on whatever we have it. So let's put the sell here, and then our take profit is 0.7117. So click 2 times here, modify order to 0.71177. Yes. Okay. So then the last the stop loss that I want to discuss with you guys is just basically the risk related stop loss. So the risk related will be that how much are we willing to win on this? We're hoping to win on this order, which is $4.22 US in case it hits my take profit. So then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click the order and drag it, so then I have the same amount of risk. So how much is it? I'm sorry, it's 4.22. So until here is 4.22. Yeah, 23, close enough. So what happens is that on this order, my risk and my take profit, they are the same. So I'm having a 1-to-1 risk ratio on this order. I could have double the risking, and then 4.22 is going to be 8.44. So then I would be with my 8.44. Yeah, here, close enough. So then I'm willing to risk 2 times the take profit for this order. So again, there those together with the financial stop loss, both of them, right? The financial and the risk stop loss. It doesn't have a right answer or for you to copy what I'm doing here. The best thing you can do is just check again how much you're willing to lose, and on your own strategy, what is your winning rate, because all of these things will start to influence how you see the risk. Those were the different stop loss that I wanted to show you guys, and we actually checked the different analysis, the different patterns that they have here, right, which is the support, the triangle, resistance, and the channel. So the only thing I'm actually gonna show you right now is that once you click on the analysis, right, because this is when on the beginning of, not beginning, but before you place your order, this is what you want to be checking. Number one is the quality, right? The higher the quality, the more certain AutoChartist is on this analysis. The second one is that if you check on support and resistance, they only have the significance, right? Which they're gonna be the quality, like how strong is this. But if you go for the channels, you're gonna see the different metrics here, right? And of course, the higher the metrics, then more certain it is on your analysis. And this is something that you guys want to keep checking. So for example, here the volume is low, meaning that there is not many price changes happening, so it might affect a little bit on the analysis itself. So this is something that this whole chart here, the right side, is something that you want to be comparing with your own notes, with your own analysis, to make sure when to trade. So I guess that's it for as much as we wanted to show you. Again, if you wanna go deeper on our conversation about the take profits, stop losses, and how do we do the training stop, or any of the topics we're commenting on your videos, just talk to us on the comments below, and we can make a video to help clarify your own doubts. So until next time, thank you very much for watching us.